okay, have awoken early in the morning with terrifying thoughts in my mind, terrified of being stuck, and such a confusion, and no, not confusion, like disorientation in life, total disorientation, total being stuck, and being terrified of those relationships, the closest relationships I've been in the past. And I've been following for many years Eckhart Tolle, whose guidance was like truly strong people, true warriors are never angry. And I understood how I got myself stuck in a cycle of anger, regret, anger, regret, anger, regret. No one is ever going to love me if I am angry. As long as I am angry, people don't love me because I am periodically getting angry for my emotions. I am not lovable. And I look back and all I can see that I have had friends only in moments of happiness, only in a moments of a good mood, of joking, of having fun together. When I was listening, when I was cheering them up, when I was seeking resolve, when I was understanding them, and I was always understanding their side. And I was always like supporting their side, no matter what, because this is what friends are for. And to be honest, in a moment of life crisis, in a moment of when I cried, I never get, like, with all of my cryings, with all of my the greatest fears, I've been alone, isolated, alone. It's like you are problem, go to your room, deal on your own. It's something like this. It's like child who is mommy loves you only when you are happy. Show me how happy you are. Show me your happy face. You were always happy. I know you. You are my child. You are always happy. And those moments, and finally I understood something. I understood something finally, that I've been living in this false belief that I can be in a loving, mutually loving relationships, or relationship or friendship only and only when I am happy, when I have something to bring, something good bring to the table. In hard moments, in hard times, when I'm afraid, when I fear, when I need someone to hold my hand through difficult times, when I cry, then all of those guys I've been dating, they were running away. Oh, you should come back home. No, you are too much for me. You cry, or you are angry because I threatened your safety zone, and you expected me to be just bodily for you. How selfish you are. My body is for many women. How selfish you are. Something like this. Or then, no, you are not comfortable for my freedom. Go home. Go home. It was like this. And to be totally honest, you know what? I know who I am. I know who I am. To be totally honest, those guys were sending me messages like, you know what? I realized you are my purpose. You know what? With you is different. You are different than any other girl I've been with. You know what? He was sending me crappy messages like this, and then whenever I was in those relationships, no matter who, it was my mother, father, obviously he didn't care about my feelings, like, but my mother, like, I'm crying in front of my mother and she's like taking cigarettes and smoking cigarettes because she can't deal with emotions. A nurse, she can't talk with me about period. A nurse working at hospital, she's punishing me whenever I wanna talk with her about sex. She's calling me I'm stupid because I wanna talk with her about sex. A nurse working in society, helping everyone, and she never could even handle my human emotions. Go to your room and deal on your own with your emotions. And all of my life, I'm going through life and going into the closest relationships. And you know what? Still, I have to work and pay and go to the psychologist and pay them for pretending they love me. They can be with me, and you know what? I pay you so you could hold my hand and be with me and give me an impression of moment of love, okay? Because I didn't get it in my family home and nobody loves me to actually be with me, and so we could mutually be with each other in hard times, in hard moments. And you know what? If you feel like you wanna cry and cuddle to my chest or my belly, feel free, you know? This is what I wanna say to someone I love. Feel free, I'm not afraid. If you are scared, you can come to me and I am for you. And you don't have to pay me for it. This is me. But you know what? The relationships I am going to, and relationships loving relationships I wanna be with, like, they are not capable to do it for me. Like, you cry, it's because of me, go home, come back home. No, I want only happy people and positive people and always in a good mood and strong people. She's so weak, she cries, she has human emotions. I can't deal with this. I am going to find myself positive woman with whom I am going to make babies, and I won't be able to deal with my baby's feelings and human emotions. And you know what? My mother has the best advice for me. Maybe you have too much time to think. No, my friends, you have too much time to think. You have too much space in life. You should work more and more and more and to not think about it. Lose yourself in working too much. And then go to therapy and pay therapist for loving you for an hour. Showing you compassion, empathy, and love for 1 hour, okay? And I'm walking away from guidance of Eckhart Tolle or other spiritual guidance. This not true that when I am emotional, I have human emotions and I am angry. I'm someone whom I choose for my life partner. He's not able to be with me. He's only able to be with me when I am peaceful, or because he didn't like the reactive ex-ladies. But I see he's seeking my wounds, where he can actually stick his finger into my wounds and checking out if I am reactive. But when before he was complaining to me, how they were crazy and reactive, and he almost got heart attack. Poor him. And instead of being with me in emotional, true and honest relationship, he's trying to trigger me, and he's being just rude with me. And those guys were telling me things like, you know what, maybe it's not working between us because you came to my I slept with you, it went for me too easy. Like, let's turn back and come back, because whenever I came back, I see like you were so keen, or I can't wait when I finally can touch you. Oh yes, oh, you came to me, are we going to touch? You know, whenever I turn back, my memory, it was always they were like inviting me for touching, for closeness. And you know what? I am human being too, and I would enjoy touching too. And then they were turning around. You know what? Go home. This is your fault. You know what? This is your fault because you came too easy for me. I liked when girls are too hard for me. They were awful to me, and they were sending me later messages. You know what? After making so much thinking, I realized you are my purpose. And then, you know what? I am dead with you. I am dead with you. You are dead. Something like this, like turning later around, like this is my fault. Have you ever been honest with me? But this is always my fault, you know? This is always my fault. And going back a little bit to therapist, and this is not uncomplain or disregard or anything like this, only one thing. Because I really I really I really appreciate him for knowledge and guidance, but there is always some but. There was the situation when he told me I am competing for dominance with men at work. And there was this situation, as I recollect. The situation was when we were gathered, and I said, because we were speaking about difficult people in society, those rebellious people. And I said, because those people they were just not being loved in their family, abandoned. Perhaps those parents went to work, abandoned them, left them alone, deal on your own, and they are just rebellious, and they are left alone, and they just seek bad companionship, going into drugs, going into alcohol. Parents went for money abroad and left them, or treated them with violence or something like this. Something like this, I said, in this environment at work. Because I'm not afraid to say my opinion and my perspective. And I said this as disagreement to some so-called supervisor who said, those people, those rebellious people who attack us, who destroy things is in society, they just didn't get enough of enough of enough of cruelty. Like they didn't get like good parenting, strong parenting. They just were too spoiled. They are just too spoiled, something like this. And as a response to this, I said my opinion. No, it's because they didn't get, they were not loved. They were just they were all treated the same, or their parents abandoned them, go for money abroad, left those kids alone. They were just rising themselves among other abandoned kids in society. They were drinking or something. They don't have like, they didn't receive love. They are just they angry and pissed off with external world. And the supervisor, he didn't like, I sensed, he didn't like, I disagreed with him, and I had very different opinion. And he told me, like he was speaking to some little girl, not to the woman, not to an adult, but to the little girl. And he told me, you must listen to me, if not, I'm going to scream at you, okay? And next thing, I didn't know, very little thing, where the boss told me I can ask him whenever I don't know anything. I am free to ask him. He is there. The supervisor is there to just help me, to tell me if I don't know something. And I am absolutely free and to not be afraid to just ask him whenever I don't know something. So the first thing, I didn't know something. I wanted to make myself sure if I did right. I asked him kindly. I asked him, and he threw at me anger, and I saw pleasure in his face, in his eyes, that he threw his anger at me. Well, I got shocked. I look at him. Eckhart Tolle said, "Be present, be present. Don't react." But anyway, I wouldn't, because I got stuck. Like, I ask you kindly, and you are my supervisor. And later he told me. But all evening, another evening, I'm sitting alone, and I'm feeling his energy stuck in my chest. So I thought, no, I'm going to speak about this, and I'm going to assert boundaries. I don't care, it's too late. I'm not going to, for some stranger at work, I'm not going to work through without speaking about it. I'm not going to get another, because I know people. If I allow once, it's going to repeat itself. So I went there, and I assert strong boundaries. And I've been angry because my boundaries has been crossed. I'm not going to assert boundaries kindly. Darling, don't scream at me. I'm not going to assert boundaries like this. And my therapist said that I was seeking dominance. You know what? No, I was seeking being equal, because we are equal, okay? And I'm asking kindly, you are treat me with kindness, or I am out of this place. I went there, and I told him, listen to me, and you are not allowed to scream at me if I'm asking you for help, and nicely. And he said, I screamed at you, but later I helped you. And he said, this is my fault, because I didn't listen. I should have known this, because I had one day of schooling, and I should have remembered everything what I've been told. And if I've been listening 100% of everything what has been told me, I wouldn't ask this question. And I told him that he's not allowed, but I strongly, very strongly told him he's not allowed to tell me this. And if he's screaming at me, then I assume I have the freedom to be angry with him and talk with anger to him. And I was like this, speaking to him. And he told me I am making him feeling small. I said, I can receive crap from you and feel your anger, but you can do this for me? Like, but you know what? I didn't went to anyone at work to complain about this. I didn't went to anyone, only the therapist knew about this. And therapist said that I am seeking dominance over men, that we were fighting for dominance together. And I haven't spoke about this to anyone at work. I knew what is going to happen. Of course, he went to all of his colleagues. A girl who this woman thinks who she is, who she thinks she is. She established boundaries. She didn't let me to scream at her. And you know what? All of those supervisors then standed on the way of this one supervisor, and all of them started to scream at me and punishing me for things I saw others could do in this job, only I couldn't. And they were having fun about screaming at me. And then I left this work and I said the reasons, and they said that those reasons I pointed, they haven't been found, and I can go to the court and prove them if I am right. Something like this. So I don't know. I was seeking dominance, you know? Like, I can't be angry because if I'm going to be nice, always kind, in a good mood, in high energy, but good energy, only then I am going to be loved. I can't be in a relationship when we both, when I can't say to someone I love that, you know what, I am angry, I'm scared, I'm terrified in this moment. This is money. I pay you. Please show me your love. I paid you, okay? Like, I can't go into a relationship when we are together for each other, for emotion, like having human emotions. I don't know. I have to close my emotions, close myself totally in order to be loved. I have to be like this. Oh, now I am lovable. Oh, okay, I can speak from the peace. I'm always in the peace, and now I am lovable. Okay. You know what? It's bullshit. My entire life, no one never hold my hand when I was crying. Listen, darling, my mother should have did this for me. Darling, I am with you. I know how it feels. I am with you, with your feelings. But no, she's like, and whenever I told her, you know what, I behaved bad toward this boy. He told me bad things. She's like, so what? When I said, you know what, I called him a cock. You are cock. How could you tell him something like this without exaggeration? She punished me because I misbehaved toward guy as a response for his first misbehavior toward me. And she was like, so what, he called you? Like, you are a woman, you are worthless. When I told her, as a response, I called him back names. How could you? He is a man, how could you? You know, this is my mother, this is my therapy. This is the love I received. You should shrink yourself in front of a man. You should be less. Like, so what, he called you names? You called him names as a response? Without exaggeration, you told him he's a cock? This is a response of my mother, you know? And you know what? I am not worthy of love when I am angry, when I cry, And the man is not there for me. I have to take money and pay him. Darling, I deserve you. Deserve your compassion, your love, your empathy. This is your money for you. Love me. I paid you for your love. Love me now. Okay? I am here for you. You are here for me. I paid you. This is a relationship from my perspective, you know? I am not deserving loving relationships because I have a human emotion. I have to be like, now I am for you peaceful, or I am full of peace. Now I deserve love. I am never angry. I never cry. I am not human being. I am God itself, full of peace. Peace. I am peace, full of peace. Full of good energy. I love my energy. I am for you. Emotionless, humanless. I am God itself.